back to this week's episode of Hawk Talk. I'm your host, Ethan Guerin.
And I'm Andrew Atkins. On this week's show, we have men's basketball, women's basketball, swimming, and men's lacrosse.
Enjoy. All right, for our first guest today, we have Quinn and Bryce, the men's basketball team. Boys, thank you for coming on today.
So you guys have a big game coming up this Wednesday, a conference match against Salisbury at home. So what are you looking forward to about that game?
Just getting a win, because we haven't won much this year, so just beating them on our home court.
Especially at home.
Yeah. What would you say is the biggest factor that you guys are focusing on in the final stretch of the season?
I think looking forward to next year is a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we want to give our seniors a good ending to the season, but I think we're going to have a solid team next year, and we're going to work on that closing out the year.
So with all the games and practices, what's the hardest part with maintaining a school and athletic balance during the season?
Just finding time out of practice to get your work done, and then when you come in practice, have a clear mind because you already got your work done, so you can just focus on practice. So, yeah.
Gotcha. And what has been your guys' favorite part of the season so far? On or off the court?
For me, it was the comeback win at Frostburg, down 20 at the half. It was
Yeah.
definitely a big plus for the team this year.
Huge. What about you, Quinn?
I think beating Penn State Harrisburg, I think that was a good team win, so that was my favorite.
Nice.
Yeah. And so either individually or as a team, have you accomplished any goals this year or anything that you set out to do that you've done?
One of my biggest goals was being a starter this year, and I became a starter when I came back second semester. So,
Congratulations.
As a freshman, I just wanted to score my first collegiate bucket.
Yeah.
Check on that one. So
Get it out of the way.
it's good enough for me.
And my last serious question for you guys, and I've been really itching to ask this. For each of you, if you were to compare your game or your playing style to any current NBA player, who would it be and why?
I would have to say my favorite player, Draymond Green.
Okay, alright, nice. Good pick. Why Draymond?
Because he can really do it all, and I feel like I can too.
You talk trash too?
Yeah.
I think Paul Zipser of the Chicago Bulls.
Paul
Paul Zipser. I remember the name. Solid slasher. Good player.
I like it.
I like it.
All right, now on to the game for the segment. We've played this one before. Teammate superlatives. All right, so we're just going to ask you who's the funniest on your team, etc. You just tell us who it is and why.
Alright.
All right, so who's the funniest teammate?
Funniest teammate.
My mind jumps to Judge.
Yeah.
I gotta say Judge. He's always on cloud nine, always coming into practice with a good attitude and always joking around.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
You definitely need that on the team.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the teammate most likely to win the lottery and then lose the ticket?
Who's the ticket, Jarrell?
Yeah.
That's the ticket. That sounds like
Who's the teammate most likely to become famous?
Famous.
I might say you, Q.
Me.
I might put you up there.
Why is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Q's got the personality. See him being on a reality show or something like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
I'm sure that's good to hear.
Let's see. Who would you say has the best snap story on the team?
Judge again.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be every day.
He loves his snaps at the great room.
Oh yeah.
What's the best bromance on the team?
Romance.
Oh, that's a tough one. We got a couple of them.
Yeah.
Chris and Don, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Chris and Don,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
They're always sticking together.
Who would you say is the laziest teammate?
I don't want to call anybody out.
Laziest. Yeah, Matt.
All right, who's the teammate most likely to win American Ninja Warrior?
I think Jarrell, because he's just stupid athletic.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Bryce, you may not be able to answer this one because you're a freshman, but Quinn, who's the teammate who's most changed since freshman year?
Most changed since freshman year?
Good or bad?
I think myself, honestly.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Who's the teammate that has the most energy?
Most energy. Might be Judge again.
He's winning a lot of them.
He's a popular choice.
Yeah, he is.
All right, and our last question for you guys: who would you say is the worst driver on the team?
First driver,
Oh man.
like in the car. Or in
Yeah. Yeah, in the car. You can say both
Yeah, it would just
though.
be me if we got everybody out.
Let me think. I haven't driven with a lot of them. Matt's pretty good. Danny may be down there.
The worst driver is probably Ted.
Probably
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably Ted.
All right, never get in the car with Tay. Bryce, Quinn, thank you guys for coming on
Thanks
today.
for having us.
Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate you.
Okay, we're now joined by Carrie and Hallie, the women's basketball team. Thank you for coming on today.
No problem.
So over the weekend, you guys unfortunately had a tight loss to Wesley, but there were a lot of positive aspects coming out of that game. Carrie, you moved into 4th all-time on the St. Mary's all-time scoring list, which is a huge accomplishment.
Thanks.
And your teammate Hallie Matheson, Janie scored a career-high 15 points, which is huge. What other positive aspects did you guys take away from that game?
I mean, we just played well together. I think that we gave a lot of effort and had more energy than usual.
Mhm.
But it's just a really tough loss because you really needed that one.
I think we really played as a team in that game, despite the tough loss.
Awesome. And this Wednesday, you guys have a big game against Salisbury, which is a blue out if you're attending, so you have to wear all blue. What are you guys most looking forward to in this matchup?
I mean, it's always a good matchup. We had a huge upset over them last year and got the win. We really need this win, so we just have to come out and be ready.
Okay. Now on to the fun part. The game for today is teammate superlatives. So I'm going to have like a list of all these superlatives, and you guys are going to pick which teammate fits the category the best. So first up, who would you guys say is the smartest teammate?
Katie,
Why Katie?
she's trying to become a doctor.
Okay, there you go. Who is the teammate who has the most energy?
Janie.
Janie.
Okay. Who is the teammate you would want to be stuck on an island with?
Jill.
Yeah, Jill.
Why Jill?
She's funny.
Okay, here's an interesting one. Who is the teammate most likely to win the lottery and then lose the ticket?
Janie and Christine.
Either one.
Both.
Either one. Okay, so we have 2 options.
Oh, you should see the room. It's
Okay, which teammate of yours would most likely win American Ninja Warrior?
Katie.
Katie.
Definitely Katie.
She's just like uber
Well,
athletic.
Very
Okay.
athletic.
Gotcha. What is the best bromance or she-mance on the team?
Kobe and Carrie.
Why them?
Just go with it.
Okay. Who would you say is the biggest prankster on the team?
Ooh.
That's hard.
Mm.
That's on you.
Coach Flood.
Okay, Coach. Why Coach?
He just loves to pull tricks on everyone. It's like his thing.
Okay, gotcha. Which teammate has the best snap story?
Tina.
Tina, okay. And last one, who is the teammate that has the most energy?
Depends on the day.
It varies.
Janie.
Yeah.
Janie?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, awesome. Thank you guys for coming on today.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, and for our final guest today, we have Andrew and Anna of men's and women's swimming teams. Thank you guys for coming on today.
Thanks for having us.
So, first off, both of your teams were named CSCAA Fall Scholar All-America Academic Teams, which is pretty huge. You guys have any comment on that?
Yeah, we all work really hard in school
Mhm.
and in the pool. I think the women's team had a 3.52 GPA, which was pretty good overall, I'd say.
Yeah, same thing Anna said. And we don't just work hard in the pool. I think it's cool. We also focus a lot on academics, and because that's something that's very important to all of us. And so it's kind of a cool thing to just have a team that is very successful in the pool and out of the pool.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and over the weekend, you guys had a meet against Salisbury. The women's team won, and the men's lost in a tight one. For Anna and your team, give us a recap and tell us what went right for you guys.
I think we were all really motivated because we've had a rivalry with Salisbury for a while now,
Mhm,
and
right.
last year the women's team lost, so this year coming with the win was just really exciting. and everybody just swam really well, and we're all just looking forward to finishing out the season strong.
Awesome. And Andrew, even though you guys had a tough loss, you did pull away a ton of positives, and you actually broke the 1,000 meter freestyle record. So you want to give us a little something on that?
Yeah, that was really exciting. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it like that day, but getting the chance to break it and doing it was awesome. And I really like after the race when just seeing my teammates' reactions. It's really cool to see them. I'm really pumped up about it too. And I think it was a cool experience and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys also had some other positive takeaways. Peter finished first place in his race, and you guys got first place in your 200 medley relay. What other positive aspects did you take away from that meet?
Yeah, I think everyone on the men's team and women's team, we all just swam really fast, and it was a really good meet for both teams. Even though we came up short in the end, we're a small team, and it was kind of tough because Salisbury just has more numbers on us. So we all swam really fast, and I don't think we could have swam much better. It's just the meet, dual meets aren't really built for a team like our size.
Right, definitely.
So that's why we're really excited for champs.
Awesome, great. And that was my next question. What are you excited about? But what's your game plan, and what are you looking forward to for both teams going into champs?
Swimming fast.
There you go.
I don't know. We've all it's been a long season. We've been training since August. So yeah. So it'll be really fun to rest up and just get ready to swim the events that we're most comfortable in, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're just anxious for a nice meet where we get the prelims finals meet, so you get to swim events multiple times and place and score points for St. Mary's. So it's just a fun meet that there's a lot of energy, and when a meet like that where there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of chances to swim fast and go to the best times, which is always exciting.
Yeah,
Awesome.
definitely.
Great, definitely lots to look forward to. And for our game today, we're playing teammate superlatives. So I'm going to list a bunch of different categories, and you guys just pick the teammate that fits best.
Okay.
So first, who is the funniest teammate or the class clown?
Okay, so you can go.
Wait,
Are we doing
okay.
one men's and one women's?
Yeah.
One women's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, one woman and one guy.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. These are deep questions.
Yeah. Wow, I'm trying to think. Could I answer for the men's?
Sure.
Yeah,
I
there's an
think-
obvious one you can
I
say.
think Colin.
Okay, Colin.
That's
I agree.
them.
I
Yeah. And the women's,
Would you say
I would-
Rachel Yates?
I would say Rachel Yates.
Yeah, Rachel Yates.
Yeah.
Nice. Who is the teammate that has the most energy?
Women's, Becca Sonnenberg.
Okay.
And
Except for men's. Jake has a lot of energy.
Jake.
There are
Yeah,
a
Jake
lot of
has
people have a lot of energy, but I would say
Yeah.
Jake has the most.
Jake takes the cake.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Jake takes
Who is the best snap story on the team?
Best snap story.
Ooh.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
Guys, I feel like not everybody, we're not all posting a lot on Snapchat stories.
We have a team
We do.
Snapchat story.
Okay.
It's like a group
So
Snapchat.
I'd say we all contribute.
Okay, all right.
So
So
it's
the
a
whole
team.
team
The whole
has
team.
a snap
Yeah.
story. I like that. That's good. Who would you say is the biggest prankster?
Oh, for the girls, definitely Ellie Valenti.
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Why Ellie?
Oh.
She does a lot of things, pranks with her family and the team.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I've just heard from some funny stories about those.
Mhm.
Guys, who would you say for the guys?
I'm not sure.
I don't know. We're not too
There's some
big
people
into
that have
pranks, but
Okay.
potential
Yeah.
to be big pranks.
we joke around, but we don't really pull a bunch of pranks.
Okay,
so.
Yeah.
gotcha. Nice. Okay, who is a teammate, this is my favorite question, to most likely win the lottery and then lose the ticket?
Oh. Wow, I'm trying to.
This is a tough one.
It is a tough
I would say, Alexa Needle.
Okay.
Who would you say for the guys? I'm trying to think.
I might say Lucas.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Lucas.
Good, awesome. Who is a teammate you guys would be wanted to be stuck on an island with?
I'd have to say Ryan Aquavan. Ryan Aquavan's really fun to just talk to.
Yeah,
He's always down to have a conversation with anybody. So
Yeah, I went to high school with him. He's always
Yeah.
entertaining.
yeah, he's definitely entertaining.
I'd I'd probably pick Rachel Sonnenberg.
Okay. Rachel seems to be a favorite in this game today.
Chill.
And lastly, who is the teammate who's most likely to become famous or infamous?
Ooh.
Oh wow. I don't know. Do you already have
I'm
this?
thinking. Oh, I got one. Maybe. So Reed's really into windsurfing. So
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
Okay.
maybe one day he'll
Have him?
Okay, yeah.
strike it big with windsurfing.
Alright, there you go, professional windsurfer.
Yeah,
And do you have
yes.
one in mind?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to think of like other things people are like really good at.
It could be infamous too.
Oh, true.
So,
Wow, why is this so hard?
these are deceptively tough questions.
I'm just like not good at this kind of stuff either.
Alright, so we'll just stick with windsurfing.
yeah.
Professional windsurfing. Okay, awesome. And Andrew, thank you guys for coming on
Thank
today.
Thanks
you.
for having us.
And that concludes another episode of Hawk Talk. We'll see you next week.